Yo, down to the wire, 513 Sports and Spirits Fridays, man. What's going on, good brother?
Back in the building. I see you got the chorus light in the middle. We got cousin back. I see you back in the
We got we
background.
got we got
So,
cuz- we got cousins in the back.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You got the
boy.
chorus light. I ain't got the chorus light. I got the little just some tequila with some juice. But you know what I'm saying? It's still Sports and Spirit Friday.
Too, man. We got you covered.
We got we
Mm.
got we got the Crown X on the bill.
Sports and
Oh.
spirits, man. You can't
Turn
go
up
wrong.
Sports and Spirit. You can't go wrong with the crown.
Yeah.
Can't go
So
wrong.
for y'all just tapping in, y'all know I'm not in the studio. I'm not in Cincinnati cuz with me, so down here in Georgia in ATL, man. Family reunion.
Hey, turn up. Family reunion.
Yes, sir. That time once again.
You know, I had to rep before I got, man. I got the mellow ball jersey
Hey,
on today.
man. Young Goat Mellow Ball. Shout out Mellow Ball, man.
Future.
Yeah, definitely. When we almost forgot. And I see cuz got the Knicks jersey in the back.
Go
He
back.
had to represent.
Oh, boy. Hey,
Represent for the
Atlanta-
ATL, man. You don't have to represent for the city.
Oh, yeah.
You know he had to. One of the biggest Atlanta sports fans I know, at least. I will say that he diehard Atlanta sports fan. He's not a Mayweather fan. He's a diehard fan. Diehard Atlanta Hawks fan or diehard Atlanta sports fan. Period. Georgia sports fan. Period. I don't want to say Atlanta, just Georgia.
You
Georgia
got two
sports fan.
championships within 3 months.
Hey,
Lucky Doc in here.
I'm talking shit. He ain't
Lucky
lying.
Doc in here.
Right now.
Lucky Doc in here. That's all I'm gonna say. Lucky
Green
Doc in
right
here.
now, dog.
Because Doc got something to say. I ain't got nothing to say though. I ain't got nothing to say about it.
He got it. They got it right now.
I ain't got nothing to say about it. But nah, man. Sports and Spirit Friday. We back at it, man. Ain't really much going on, but it has been a kind of crazy week in NBA, I guess, if you want to say, free agency and the trade talk.
NBA offseason always crazy.
Always crazy. It's been, especially for the last few years, it's been crazy. Everything going on. I guess one of the hot topics we could start out, the Knicks been linked to Donovan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying possibly some trade scenarios out there. So I guess let me go ahead and share this as well. So we got our little so we get a little graphic going as well. But start out right there, T. Do you think the Knicks should trade for Donovan Mitchell?
For me, I don't think it's more so the Knicks. I think it's more so Utah. I mean, because at this point, Utah, you're not winning nothing anytime soon. You already fleeced Minnesota with all those draft picks. So I think the Knicks had the best package for Donovan Mitchell to offer him as far as young talent and more picks. So if I'm Utah, I would want to pull this deal to acquire as many draft picks as I can as possible. Like I just said, Utah's not winning anything anytime soon. From the Knicks' perspective, if I could get Mitchell and keep RJ, that's the only player That's the only player I'm concerned with.
Now, would you make RJ off limits?
Yes. Now, granted, the Knicks said they're not going to give RJ Barrett the max.
They said that already.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a little. We don't get to this guy too, but they're gonna have an Ayton situation over there. But okay.
As of right now, man, RJ can come out here and drop average 27 this year and then change everything. So, but as of right now, they said they're not giving him the max. But I would love to see a Mitchell and RJ combination in New York, if possible this year.
Now, I wouldn't mind seeing it. Now, if I'm the Jazz, I wouldn't even care honestly if you make RJ off limits, because I think they're going full rebuild if you Danny Ainge. So I don't even want RJ because I think he gonna want max money, and I'm not trying to pay him max money. Like you said, the Knicks are not wanting to offer him that. I don't think he's worth max. I don't think he proved it enough yet, so I wouldn't want to pay him max. So if I'm the Jazz, I wouldn't want him either. I think it's going to be a bad contract to end up having to pay. I think somebody going to pay him max. I don't think it's going to be the Knicks or the Jazz. But as far as them and Donovan Mitchell, man, they definitely need to make some kind of splash. I just don't know if this is a splash to make depending on the price. Like if the price is right, definitely go out and get Mitchell. But you already just spent money on Jalen Brunson this offseason, paying him $20-something million. He's not the best defender. Donovan Mitchell ain't the best defender either. You're gonna have a backcourt with, two bad defenders, two small, combo guards basically. I don't think it'd be the best fit, but New York is desperate, to get kind of a big name guard out there. They haven't had a big name guard in I don't know how long. So as far as in their prime, of course they had D Rose, which you're gonna still say I think he's still a big name guard if you ask me. just off the name. But as far as in their prime being productive, they haven't had that in a long time from a backcourt player. So they definitely are thirsty to get some kind of superstar potential player in there.
I was about to say, yeah.
I don't think he's a superstar.
I love Mitchell, but I'm not calling him superstar yet.
Yeah, he's proven to me that he's not a superstar, especially this year. That series against the Dallas Mavericks just proves to me that he's not. I don't care what was going on with him or Rudy. If you're a superstar, you don't lose that series. Look at play like half the series, man. They still lost. So if the price is right, which we're gonna get to next, if the price is right, I would definitely get Donovan. Now the price is what I'm hearing very steep. I'm gonna throw this out there right now as well. Danny Ainge's the GOAT, but boy, oh boy, I think it's the wrong graph. Let me get the right graph. Hold up. That's gonna be a little bit later. But if Danny Ainge get this, he's the GOAT. I don't think I have that graphic up here.
Like I said,
I ain't get that graphic up there, but he wants like 5 to 7 first round picks.
Yeah, I seen the one that you were going to share. I also seen one. I tried to find it before the show.
I think I actually have it. Let me pull it up. Hold up. Go ahead, T.
But the one I seen, it was on Twitter, and I couldn't find it. It was they were offering Obi Toppin.
I saw that one.
Deuce McBride, Quentin Grimes, and then like 6 first round picks.
I saw that one. Here's one Bobby Marks put on ESPN. I did quote Bobby Marks again on Wednesday. Another one on ESPN that he put up here, which is, I think, crazy. I would never do this if you're in New York. Now, this is probably what Danny Ainge is asking for. This is probably where he's starting out. That's probably what he's starting out with. Honestly, I mean, if you him, I'm starting out with this because you're not going to get it, but I'm starting out with this. I don't think you can get 7 first round picks, but if you got 5 for Rudy Gobert. Basically 5 for Rudy Gobert, 4 or 5 for Rudy Gobert. If you want to, I kind of decide. They got 4 picks and they got 1 guy that got drafted this year. So basically 5 picks for Rudy Gobert. This is what Danny Ainge is going to ask for, I think. Now is he going to get it? No, but if he's going to get it, New York is a franchise is going to give it to him. New York has 8 first round picks coming up here. 8 tradable picks, 8 tradable first round picks they have, and the word on the streets is Danny Ainge said he wants the majority of those picks. The majority, I think, is like 5.
Exactly. It's 7?
7 is crazy.
7
I think 5 is still crazy. If you're getting 3 players and 5 picks from Donovan Mitchell, that's crazy. That's way too much for Donovan Mitchell. This is way too much for Donovan Mitchell as well. Even the trade you said, I think is way too much. I think if you talk about if you're giving 3 players like this, I mean, Evan Fournier is not any kind of needle mover, but you're getting a young potential player with Cam Reddish. Quentin Grimes, not too familiar with him, but young player as well. But I'm not giving you more than 3 picks with this.
Hell no, I'm not doing that. But like you said, if you're Danny Ainge, like obviously you would ask for it. Now Knicks, like I said, that's on the Knicks if they decide they want to accept it or not. And for me, it's just the picks. Like 7 first round picks is crazy. Like I don't like the players, okay. But like 7 first round picks, that's
what he wants, man. And like at this point, after just getting what he got for Rudy Gobert, I mean, of course you're gonna say, okay, I just got that for him. This is what I need for Donovan. He's definitely a better player, younger player. But if you any other team, you're gonna say, okay, yeah, you got that for Rudy Gobert, but that's what you shouldn't have got. Like that was way too high of a price for Rudy Gobert. Like you fleeced them. You fleeced Minnesota for Rudy Gobert, basically. And it was a good deal for you guys, but it messed the whole league up. Brian Windhorst is saying that he's getting calls from GMs in the league who are mad about that deal or complaining about the deal. I mean, I would be mad about it too. It's a terrible deal because it really just overstates the value of Rudy Gobert. And if he's worth that much, what is Donovan Mitchell worth? What is Kevin Durant worth? What is Kyrie Irving worth? Like they're worth way more than Rudy Gobert's worth. Maybe not Kyrie on his deal, but as far as Donovan and KD, definitely worth more than Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, man. Minnesota done fucked the whole league up as far as what people ask for players. And which is why I don't think. I mean, I know it's off topic, which I don't think KD and Kyrie are going anywhere. Just be like I said, because now everyone wants to ask for some astronomical shit.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, if you're giving up 7 first-round picks for Donovan Mitchell, KD worth 10. Let's be real. Let's
Easily.
be real. Easy 10. Easy.
Easy.
Starting price 10. Like, let's be real. Even though KD is like 8 years older.
Yeah.
That's the only selling point that Utah has for asking for this much is that he's a young player in his prime. Other than that, man.
But what I will say is, if the Knicks pull this off, I mean, if the Knicks wanted to trade for Mitchell, I think you can entice other players to sign their free agency, knowing that they got be careful, an all-star player there.
He's definitely an all-star player in the NBA. He's a solid perennial all-star in the league. Definitely, star player. I would call him a star.
And really, that's all. I think that's all the Knicks is really missing. Like they said, that one centerpiece to attract other guys to come play with them.
If they get Donovan Mitchell with the team they currently have, without giving up, like if they give us something like this, without the pick, I said they give up 4 first-round picks and something like this, or swap out Evan Fournier for or Cam Reddish for Obi Toppin or something like that. Where do you see the Knicks being with Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, RJ Barrett core?
Julius Randle. Ooh, man.
And you got Julius Randle and also Mitch Roberts, probably a starting lineup right there.
Man, for me, if you could just take the rock out of Julius's hands, that's going to be the key. He's going to have to take a lesser role if all this were to happen. But I would say the Knicks was playing at 7 through 10. So I would say Knicks would be right there, like they'd be 6, 7, 8 range.
So with a starting lineup of Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitch Robinson, you say
6, 7, 8. I mean, because
8 seed right there, and I'm flirting with the playing. Maybe a 6 seed, maybe getting out, but flirting with the playing.
Yeah, I mean, because there's still easily 5 teams will be better than that Knicks team in the East right now.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I would put them if they can keep. I would keep Quickly. Quickly is one player I would keep.
Mm-hmm.
I know I saw his name out there in a couple trade scenarios, and I would not give him up if you get down to me. He's the only defensive wing they would have, or backcourt player they would have at that point. I would keep Quickly. If they can do that, I would prefer these 3 players and some picks. But if Utah, I would definitely want. I don't want to say better value than Cam Reddish. I don't think he has I don't want to say he hasn't had a fair shot because he hasn't had a fair shot. He's just been hurt. I'll probably try to get OB instead of him, but if you get this, I would see the Knicks being like at best 5th seed, at best, and that's like topping it out. Like they'll probably be somewhere around that 46, 47 win mark. In the East, that'll get you 5th seed possibly.
Yeah, 5th seed for me, and that's me taking into account that I think Miami will take a step down. Yeah,
I think Miami's taking a step back for sure. That's another spot for Spida that they're talking about. Is Miami. I don't have a trade scenario for that, but they're talking about Miami is also linked to Donovan Mitchell as well.
That's true.
So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with that.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that another day because that is an interesting spot.
Yeah, we're gonna dig into that for sure. Other than that, man, we do also have DeAndre Ayton. That man has happened yesterday. It happened quick, but yesterday, the Pacers, after the Brogdon trade went through, they had the cap space, but not really. They had almost enough cap space to offer him a max offer sheet, but they waived 4 players, which is unreversible. Waived 4 players to offer DeAndre Ayton $133 million 4-year deal, which he agreed to and signed. So, the Suns had 48 hours to match that deal because he's a restricted free agent. Him and Phoenix couldn't agree to a deal before last summer or before the season started. So Pacers signed him to the offer sheet. The Suns quickly, within 3 hours, I'm told, matched that deal.
I'm gonna say this: Monty Williams is on the hot seat, and I'm just gonna say that based off of what happened at the end of the playoffs last year. I mean, we know about the tension between Ayton and Monty at the end of the last playoff series. Why Ayton got benched, basically. And honestly, the Suns making this move proves they value their younger talent more than the head coach. I think
You
that
think so?
yes,
You
I
think
think
so?
yes for especially for the future. I think we said this even when they lost this past year. Like the Suns window is done.
Oh yeah, it's windows closed. Last year was their last chance to win the championship with this current core. I think.
So I mean, honestly, I wouldn't say a complete rebuild because I think you could still win games with Book there, but it's just like I don't know what the Suns are doing by resigning Ayton. Like I said, they
Matching the deal basically. So you think he's let him walk?
yes.
Now that's the only reason I think they re-signed him because at this point you can't let him walk. At this point,
And I'm huge on Ayton because remember I think he could be the second best player on the championship team. So I'm
he
huge. I'm
was the
huge
key.
on Ayton.
He was their key to win the championship.
Facts.
Both last year and the year before that.
Facts.
He was the key. Like if he would have played well, they probably still would have lost against Milwaukee, but it would have probably been like 7-game series. It would have been like it would have been very, very close. But last year he just from my eyes, he looked like he was unmotivated, which I think I called it. I said after they didn't give him extension, the max extension, I said, yeah, they're done. Like it's gonna mess with his mental. He's too young to be worried about a contract going into a season and to be that important to a team that has championship aspirations. You can't have that guy going into the season with that on his mind. You can't. And I think that played into the whole beef with him and Monty. I think he's thinking, I'm thinking about my minutes, my contract. You sitting here benching me for Big Man Biombo. Like, come on, bro. Like y'all playing games with my money right now. I think they're playing games with his money. I kind of shared this earlier, but we can get into this now as well. This is why he wants Max. You look at the players that he got drafted with. 3, I think it's the best pick of the draft. I don't want to say Luka is, but the 3rd pick is the sweet spot for the draft. If you picking in the draft top 5, you want 3rd pick.
Yep.
You got Jordan, Luka, Tatum. The list goes on and on. 3rd picks has been historically a sweet spot in the draft, but Luka at 3 getting the max extension 207 because he had the accelerators with the All NBA, All Star on that kind of shit. He has Trae Young 5 172. Wendell Carter Jr. 450. That's nothing for real, but you got to think these guys. It's big money for some of these guys. You got Shea number 11 getting maxed out. Michael Porter Jr. number 14 getting maxed out. So you got to think
that's where if I'm Ayton, I'm really pissed off that Michael Porter Jr.
Mm-hmm. You like I helped drive this team to get to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Ayton, I'm like, bro, I was a big part of getting to the finals. I know I may have not performed up to the where I thought I should have been. I'm playing against Giannis, bro, best player in the fucking world at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. I'm 21, 22 years old playing against Giannis, playing against 25-year-old at the time, guy in his prime, with a bionic knee. You know what I'm saying? Like what can you expect to happen at that point? So I think they should have just maxed him out last summer, maxed him out. I know they thought they probably would have been overpaying us slightly, but their 4-year max is 138. So you saving what, $5 million?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got this terrible situation in your hand. I'm sure he's pissed. If I was him, I'd be pissed. I'd be highly upset right now. You made me have to go out here and basically get on the team to want me that much to give me a max offer. He just to match me for $5 million less than you could have had me for last year. I'm pissed right now from him. I don't even want to come back.
Yeah, but he's the 5th player, like 5th as far as his draft class behind Luka, Trae, Shea, and Mike. Bro, yeah.
Now, mind you, he might not have been as productive as some of these guys have been, but he's been on a better team with better players too. So you got to think once Chris Paul came in there, his productivity kind of, I don't want to say went down because he got used. He got used in a better way. It got easier for him, but he didn't get like if he's playing on Indiana his whole career right now, he'd easily be maxed out. He'd be averaging 20 and 10 easily. 20, 24 and 10 easily right now. If he's on any other team that I don't want to say any other team, but any other young team that was working the way up.
Are you saying that when it was just him and Book, like while I'm about to pull up his numbers, what was the average when it was just those two?
I think he was still struggling, but you got to think this is like if he was. I don't want to say struggling, but he wasn't 20 and 10 yet,
right?
But he was 2nd, 3rd year in the league. They got Chris Paul 2 years ago. It's 8 on his 4th year. So
he was on his way. He was 1st year he averaged 16, 2nd year at 18, so he was on his way.
Yeah, I think last year he averaged what? I think 16 and something last year.
Did not decline 14.
Sheesh. So you gotta think now. You gotta think that too. So, you know, but I think that's partially the mental aspect of him coming in knowing this is my contract year basically now. I'm playing for a max deal. Him and Monty Book I said Monty Booker. Him and Monty Williams beefing. So it's like he had a lot of shit going on at the time last year. So they should have maxed him out. They would have got better DeAndre last year, and he would have been happier this year, and it would have been still maybe extended their window a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But him being upset and signing there is not going to do them any good.
Especially now that we know Chris Paul has drastically fallen. Well, from what we've seen, that's drastically fallen off the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect CP to return to what he once was, especially going through a whole another 82 game season. Yeah, Phoenix, you're just a regular season team at this point. Yeah, as far as championship contenders, I'm not even gonna call you that unless, like I said, unless Ayton takes that huge leap this year. Yeah, y'all one of those close.
But y'all pissed him off. Like you see what happened last year when it was still up in the air whether they wanted him or not for that number. It was still like, all right, you can still earn it. And he didn't perform.
Mm-hmm.
So now this year, y'all didn't think he was worth that number. Y'all made him go out and get it from some other team. Y'all matched it for a less deal than y'all could have got him for that same length of time. If I'm him, I'm feeling like y'all really didn't want me. Y'all only kept me to trade me in the future. That's what I think, honestly. I think they're going to trade him after the January 15th deadline. They can't trade him until January 15th. They cannot trade him to Indiana until next year, like a full calendar year after the whole offer shit happened. So I think if they're smart, they trade him. They obviously don't want him. They try to get value for him, but now at this number, it's like you got to find a team other than Indiana that thinks he's worth that. And I think that was their problem. Like, they didn't think he worth that. They didn't think anybody else thought he was either, but somebody else thought he was. So now they're fucked.
Yeah. So for me, I think Monty Williams is done at the end of the season. Unless he somehow miraculously gets him back to the NBA Finals, I think he's done.
He got 2 more years. I think next year is going to be like a year where it's like, oh, they're going to be good, but now they're shitty. And then the next year is going to be like, all right, he's on a hot seat, and they're going to be shitty again. He's going to be out. I don't want to say shitty, but they're going to be, for their expectations, they're going to be shitty.
Yeah.
And he just max book out at 215 for 5. Phoenix, fuck. They're out of the KD sweepstakes, basically. It's going to be very hard for them to get KD at this point. That was why I was so happy about this whole shit happening. This made it basically virtually impossible for them to get KD. Because if they get KD at this point, they're going to be basically giving Brooklyn shit for him. I don't think Brooklyn's going to be that stupid to give him anything. So I think this really hurt KD's chances going to Phoenix. I think he's basically now stuck in Brooklyn for sure. Unless some other team comes in and wants to woo the Nets, but he's done.
I'm telling y'all, Vegas, hey, y'all better go hop on that. If y'all think KD, Simmons, and Kyrie right now, plus 3,500.
I'll put some money on that right now.
Put some money on that.
I think they're all going to still be on the Nets next year. I don't see nobody going nowhere. First off, Kyrie ain't even asked for trade. They just talking about trade him. He ain't even asked. So,
Cuz said, what about Miami?
Man. For who, Kyrie?
Not KD.
I heard some rumblings about.
I did too. I heard about that earlier too. Actually, I heard about Kyrie and Miami and Kyrie and Kyle Lowry swap. I would say hell no.
KD gonna be pissed if he got.
I would say hell no if I'm the Nets. I would say hell no. But they have been saying Kyle Lowry's been working out with some I don't know his name, some trainer. He's got in super good shape. I still don't want him. I'm cool.
That's not the problem, bro. He always, like, in off season, he always, like, comes in season in shape. It's whatever during the season he loses it, whatever.
There's some cookies he eating or something. I'm cool.
I seen it up in Toronto. He comes into the season in shape, but by the time playoff comes around, something happened.
I'm cool. I ain't see Cuz in the comments. I'm cool. Nah, I'm cool.
We gonna bring Cuz in here.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool on that. I'm done. I'm cool.
All right. So as much going on at the latest NBA, I want to bring this today because as far as NFL go, the deadline to extend any players was today.
Oh, it's today?
Yes, today. Yep.
Oh,
July 15th.
So, shit.
So for the Cincinnati Bengals, Jesse Bates did not get a new contract or extension. So
shit.
I don't think he has even yet signed the franchise tag, but if he does play this year, he will be under the franchise tag this year.
That's bittersweet. I would say more so bitter.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't going nowhere though. So I mean, that's the only thing I like about the NFL. The NFL, the owners got full ownership, man. They ain't gonna play, bro.
For a year. Yeah, I mean, they only got it for a year. They can't do it again next year.
Oh, they can't do them twice.
Mm-mm.
Who can they franchise tag twice? Then they can do like some players twice though, can't they? Some players like 3 times. Like I know quarterbacks like 3 times.
Yeah, I think it might be by position or some shit.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, that's more so on the bitter side for Shorty at that point because he probably gonna bounce. But next year they're gonna have to pay. They're gonna have to pay. What's that next year, right?
Higgins.
Yeah, Higgins. It's over. It's over.
So
we're not paying this business year. It's over.
So my question is, you're not. I mean, and I said they're doing a draft. I think like the Bengals already showed they weren't going to resign him when they drafted those safeties.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, do you trade Jesse Bates? It's more likely
on the value you get for him.
Yeah.
If you can get value for him, then yeah. I mean, but in NFL, what is value these days? Like they don't be. They don't get a 6th-round pick. Like they don't get shit for him. Like so at this point, I don't know, man. Like if you, I will hold on to him. You know, get into season a little bit, see how season's going. If shit looking like a little bit questionable, I'll get him out of here or something.
See, I'm kind of in the middle on that because like obviously I think Jesse Bates with the Bengals is their best chance to get back to the Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to get back there, but I'm saying that's their best chance to get to contend.
I would agree.
But after this season, like I said, he's not going to want to resign back after what you just did for him this year. So you're basically losing for nothing.
It depends though. NFL, like I said, is iffy because if he has an iffy year, man, ain't gonna be nobody offering no money, and the Bengals gonna have him for the cheap. And they're definitely going for the cheap if they get him for the cheap.
Nah, I think there'll be a team. There'll be a team that's probably not for what he wants, which I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he wants. There hasn't been no number yet out there, but there will be a team to max him out, basically. Not like I said, not what he wants, but he'll be
more than what the Bengals are going to try to get him.
Pay safety next year.
More than the Bengals are going to get him, basically.
Yes. And then my only thing is how much does the 2 draft picks they draft play this year? Because obviously you got to see what you got if you know you're going to lose them.
I don't know if they plan on losing them. Like I said, NFL is very, it's different, man. Because we gotta look up and see how they can do this. First off, if they could do this more than once, he ain't going nowhere. Because next year's gonna be the same situation. They're gonna have them in kind of talks. They're gonna be like, you know what, we're gonna be talking to you next year, and then they're gonna at the last minute give them a deal. They're gonna meet somewhere. Because in NFL, it's very tricky to play on this tag. Because what they're hoping, I'm hoping this will happen. They're hoping it happens is this year he comes in, he plays well, but he gets hurt somehow. If that happens, it's gonna be teams are gonna back up and be like, all right, you know what, that's maybe not offering as much as we was offering before, and possibly Bengals to swoop in, like I said, for the cheap and get him. That's what they're hoping. That's probably what they're hoping. Because I mean, at this point, after you put him on the tag this year, it's definitely gonna put a sour taste in his mouth. So if he does play good, fuck y'all, I'm out of here.
Okay, so I just looked. They can do it, but the thing is, they can franchise tag him next year. But the thing is, they can only do one player. So obviously,
they got a T.
Yeah, so obviously with T Higgins situation, you gonna pay T and tag bait like.
Oh, that's tough, man. Because Bengals about to be in a nasty situation, bro. We got a lot of young players. It's good. They're gonna have to either pay these niggas, pay them what they should be paid.
But T and Burrow do it next year.
Burrow, he's getting paid. Don't worry about that. He's getting paid. He's gonna take care of. But they might try to use that franchise tag on T, because they're not gonna want to pay him long term money. They're gonna tag him and pay him that top 5 money though for at least a year. And then next year, they're in a nasty spot, man.
That's what I'm saying.
The NFL's a nasty, yeah. That's a nasty financial game, man. I thought it'd be so cutthroat with their contracts, cutting these niggas, man, because it's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you do pay him and then he come out and not be as good, it's like damn, we should have just tagged him and waited, and then he would have had the same year. We could have paid him for less. That's what they hoping happen. They're hoping that he plays good, but not as good as he played, and he's like, all right, we can give him a raise, but you know what I'm saying, make it like top 10 to top 5 money.
And the thing is, we all know football is a long season. So like he can start off hot and then towards it, because that's the thing. Like last year, his regular season, like he dropped off from what he was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But he redeemed himself in the playoffs. That's where he stepped up and shown like, okay, maybe he still is on that level. But the regular season, he was just average at best.
Damn, so they tagged him.
So yeah.
Well,
I mean, like I said, he still got to sign it though. He hasn't signed it yet. So
if he don't sign it, what happened though? He can't. Yeah. All right, he
can pull Le'Veon Bell. He can sit out.
Le'Veon. I'm glad you brought that up. I ain't even know if you seen this. He boxing now.
Yeah, Adrian
Full
Peterson.
time.
I see it.
Full time.
He about to fight Adrian Peterson, man. I'm like, bro, what is going on?
I seen that shit. I was like, bro, what is going on, bro? What's going on? He went from like 3 years ago about to be one of the highest paid players or running backs in the league at least. And now look at you, bro. You just quit playing football and you out here boxing full time.
We're gonna talk. That's another discussion for another day, but that's ruining the sport of boxing.
Crazy. I agree. This whole celebrity boxing shit was going on. I agree.
It's ruining the sport of boxing.
For sure, man. For sure.
It's Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits Fridays. Make sure you give us a follow on everything Down to the Wire 513.
See Cuz in the background right there. Let's go.
As y'all see, as I said at the beginning, so y'all see, I'm not in the studio as usual. I'm down here in the A with Cuz for the family reunion.
Yeah. And the telly, it's nice telly too, bro. It's nice hotel. You want to shout out the chain you in? Want to shout them out?
Shout out to everybody, man. It's your boy Cuz.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, AFN, Atlanta Falcons Nation.
There you go.
If you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, we are the ones to follow. Y'all make sure y'all follow us, man. Atlanta Falcons Nation. Got them on YouTube. Check us out. Facebook, everything. Y'all already know.
Check them out, man. Great content. Check them out. They get it popping every Sunday. And what, Thursday, Cuz?
Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday, 12:05 Eastern Standard Time.
Check them out, man. Check them out. Great content. You know what I'm saying? Show them some love, for sure.
Oh, yeah, man.
So we're going to do a rapid fire with all your teams in Atlanta. Just briefly tell us how you feel about most of them.
Come on with it, man. So I'm ready for it.
So let's go. Don't start right now with sports in season. How you think the Braves going to do?
Hey, man, we doing good right now. We 2.5 games back of the Mets. But, you know, the Mets are going to Met. The Braves, like for the past 2-3 years, the Braves always kind of start off slow, and then they just pick up. And then about around September, they'll get hot, and they'll continue that into the playoff. The first year when they got hot, they ran up with the Dodgers, and they blew a 3-1 series lead. Then they came back last year, took out the Dodgers, came through, handled business against Astros, and now here we are, World Series champs, man. Y'all already know. But the Braves gonna do their thing, man. Braves be all right.
All right.
What about the Falcons? What do you think the Falcons gonna do this year?
Man, I'm being honest with you. I think the Falcons gonna surprise people. Everybody,
really?
I think they're gonna surprise a lot of people, man. Because you know how the media is. Everybody always talks about how bad a roster is. Brian McFadden, prime example. He just think the Falcons gonna be just dirt doo-doo this year. We really can't get no worse than what we were. I mean, the defense gonna be better. Now Arthur Smith coming to his second year, he getting all the pieces here. He won't get everybody together because he was still playing with Dan Quinn's dumbass team.
I know you hate Dan Quinn, man.
I'm so sick of that man.
Don't get him started on Dan Quinn, yo.
He's still playing. His players. It's like I told folks last year, when we got annihilated by the Cowboys, how in the hell can Dan Quinn sit there and accept the game ball, knowing damn well the team that you beating up on was the team that you put together?
He was like, "Hey man, I don't give me the game ball, I take it." What I'm gonna say? Nah, I'm cool. I don't want it. I don't deserve it. He got to take it. He got to take it. Cause he got to.
Yeah, but my thing, I think the defense gonna be better this year. Probably not much better, but we're gonna be better. But then we're gonna be better than what people think.
What about Kyle Pitts, man? What about Kyle Pitts? What is he gonna do this year?
Oh, Kyle Pitts he coming to form, man. Kyle Pitts gonna have more than one touchdown this year. He gonna do everything. I just want to see what Drake London gonna do. Cordero Patterson gonna get his also. But the one that I'm really looking forward to seeing is Tyler Algier. I want to see how they gonna utilize him and his skill set. He gonna be kind of like that big bowling ball type, like how Michael Turner used to be when he was. So I'm really looking forward to him. I want to see what Arnold Ebiketie gonna do also. That's another one I'm looking forward to. And with the pass rush gonna be better this year. AJ Terrell gonna get his. We just added Casey Hayward, so I think the defense gonna be kind of solid.
You didn't want Drake London though, right in the draft, right? You wasn't a huge fan of him, right?
I wanted Kayvon Thibodeau at first, but when I seen your boy Disco Ridley get suspended, he want to go punch Shaver. I think we're gonna go ahead and I think that we went ahead and just had to get Drake London though. But I think we're gonna be better than 5 wins.
Better than 5 wins. He heard it here first. He said better than 5 wins.
Better than 5 wins.
I can't hear, but we're gonna hold you to that. We're gonna make sure Doc hold you to that for sure.
Yeah.
make sure you remember that, cuz you said better than 5 wins.
Better than 5 wins. I don't think it ain't gonna be no 4-12. No. 4-13 crap. No.
Maybe you said that, cuz. Remember you said that. What else we got in Atlanta? We got the Hawks. What about the Hawks, man? What do you think the Hawks gonna do?
The John
Murray deal, man.
Hey, I'm loving
what they gonna do. What they gonna do, cuz?
Trey need to play off the ball, man. Trey plus DeJounte Murray, he'll help us out a lot on defense also. That was our kill. We couldn't play defense to save our life. We might put up 120, but when you're giving it back up,
giving up 140 ain't gonna do you no good.
But I like that addition to DeJounte Murray. I know they traded Kevin Huerter. I'm trying to think who else they traded.
Cam Reddish got traded last year.
Cam Reddish. I don't know. I was kind of. That was an eyebrow raiser for me though, man.
And then the Logan Gallinari.
Yeah, that was out there.
Gallo gone. I wasn't a huge fan of Reddish though. I mean, I know everybody was talking about how he's so skilled coming out of the draft, but I was like, I ain't really see too much of Duke. Yeah. I wasn't really too high on the guy.
Yeah, he's
proven, he's been hurt a lot, but
in that Eastern Conference Final, man, Cam Reddish did his thing. I was kind of hoping we were gonna keep him, but I heard a lot of rumbling going around. They said he just wasn't that guy. Yeah, it was kind of like a lot of off-court issues, like locker room type.
I just didn't see it on the court translate to him. All the stories I was hearing, everybody was saying, who the best player in the draft? Oh, Cam Reddish. All the players were saying that. I didn't see that at all. Not in no.
Just for that pick
that I watched. Yeah.
If he was a later lottery pick, okay, yeah, he's
nice. Yeah, but for that pick and the hype that he was getting, all the I don't want to say all the love he was getting, I would say.
The last one we got for you. We got to talk about the Georgia Bulldogs.
Go damn dog, baby.
Bulldogs, Bulldogs. Here we go.
Not just the Bulldogs. Your 2021-22 national champion, Georgia Bulldogs. Now, let me go ahead and come out my high horse for a minute because I know we ain't gonna be that. We're not gonna have that historic defense that we had last year. We lost most of those guys in the draft, but Kirby knows how to reload with talent, man. That's one thing I like about Kirby Smart. He is a hell of a recruiter. He can reload with talent.
Facts.
Stetson Bennett, I'm gonna see what Stetson Bennett gonna do. He gonna come back. I'm telling you, a lot of people were kind of mad that Arch Manning didn't choose Georgia. I was like, why are you mad?
What y'all gonna do this year though? What y'all gonna do as far as the overall season? You think y'all gonna?
We're gonna make it back to the SEC.
Repeat. I ain't gonna put that on y'all. I ain't gonna put the repeat on y'all. But what y'all gonna do?
Well, hey, we can run it back. We actually can. But it's gonna be harder this year than what it was last year. Because
I don't know, cuz
on Alabama, we slept on them and then came back and did what we had to do. But we ain't got that same defense though. We got
repeat.
Yeah, I mean it's possible, but it's gonna be hard for us to get. It's gonna be hard for us to get back though.
I talked about it with him a few weeks ago. They have a fairly easy.
Oh yeah, we got an easy schedule.
That's soccer schedule.
Oh, the soccer, I'm tripping.
Well, yeah, we got Oregon. That Oregon game.
I had the schedule. I'm trying to pull the schedule real quick.
Our defensive coordinator is Oregon's head coach now, so That's gonna be an interesting game. Other than that, the only other games that's kind of remotely hard is gonna be Florida, of course, Auburn, but Auburn ain't gonna be all that good this year. We'll see Alabama again. Well, now I wouldn't even say that much because Texas A&M loaded up too. So it's a good shot. Alabama might not make it though.
They did load up.
Yeah, Texas Jimbo loaded up. That would be honest with you. That's the game I'm really looking forward to the most with Jimbo and Saban. I want to see.
I'm looking forward to after the post game. I'm looking forward to. Oh, fuck the game. I want to see the post game hand. That's what I want to see. Fuck the game.
Oh yeah.
I want to see the post game handshake. That's what I want to see.
Oh, yeah.
If there is one.
I'm gonna be at that Georgia Florida game once again. I go every year. I will be there. I'm going there, and I guess whenever Georgia make to the SEC title game, I'll come back up and go to that too.
All right, so
already here first, man. He said they got a good chance to repeat. We will see.
So he said they can repeat. He said they will. He said he's booking guaranteed they'll be back in the SEC championship game.
Oh, yeah.
When's the last time somebody repeated in college football? I don't even remember when that shit happened last time. Last time somebody repeated in college football.
Ooh,
I won't say Bama. I won't say did Bama repeat on 2000?
Yeah,
I don't think 2000.
Yeah. Hey man, shout out to my boy Coach, man. That's my guy right there. He part of AFL.
Hey.
We here, dog.
I used to be got a night writer on the pod, man. I come on here. He be on here all the time for real.
Oh yeah.
Y'all gotta mess with us.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta mess with us, man.
Yeah. See, the last repeat.
I want to say Bama like in early 2011, 12.
That's what I want. That's what I want to say. Yep, 2012. Bama 2012.
Yep.
They said down to the wire. It's on 6th edition. Hey, let's go. Hey, you know what it is. Hey, you know what it is.
I want to say this. EA Sports Center. He's Zone 6. Y'all already know.
Hey, this is funny. This is. I'm down with this for sure. We can't do this because Facebook gonna get us, so we can't do this. But Tommy, I'm with it. We definitely would do it if Facebook wasn't gonna try to. And Facebook be on this, bro.
Facebook be on that. They trying to get us back from the Mamba radio days.
We play anything that they suspend us ASAP. We play anything, they'll get us out here for like 3 months. So we gotta be careful when we play on here. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely be suspended. Man. They be on our ass, yo.
It'll be like a 1920 movie. We're gonna start typing in what we're saying on the thing.
Hey, Facebook don't be playing, man. Police don't play. Compliance department be on it.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, this has been Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us as always. We'll be back live every Wednesday about 8:30, roughly about 8:30, 8:45. We shall tap in with Cuz, man. Atlanta Falcons Nation podcast every Thursday.
Atlanta Falcons Nation. Yeah. Every Thursday. Every Sunday.
This Sunday, man.
Great content, man. Make sure y'all tap into them. Yeah. They'll be on there getting it in. Talking about Atlanta, really all Atlanta sports, but mostly Atlanta Falcons sports. They be talking about. We really be getting into
the Braves, Hawks,
all of it.
Make sure y'all tap in, man. They get it in
for sure. So for my good brothers, I mean, I know I'm in Atlanta, but it feels kind of natural just doing it. But for my good brothers, the Fly Man Rand, Josh Doc Evans, who is I know somewhere
with a nice adult beverage probably in his hand right now.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. For my cuz, Night
Rider. Shout out cuz in the building, man.
Yeah, boy.
My name is Steve Tarrant. This has been Sports and Spirits Fridays, man. Y'all be safe this weekend. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time, man.
Now let's go eat some fish, man.
Facts.